Blazers headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Army's offense will go on the attack first. And for the first time in this game, we get a look at big Dorian Fleming. They say the tight end's always open, and he seems to always be, and he's always making big plays.
There's a lot of great attributes about a tight end, like the size, the physicality. This guy, though, what sticks out the most is the speed. You want to play him man-to-man, put a linebacker on him, that's a problem. You put a safety on him, he's still got good enough speed and size to go win. Palmer, this guy, they put him everywhere, and he wins because of that blazing speed.
It's really crazy to think about that he might actually be their fastest. If you had everybody lined up at receiver, tight end, just running vertical routes, he might actually be the fastest. And Dave, we've even seen him on film run away from cornerbacks as well in man coverage. Nobody can seem to catch up with this guy. A very unique skill set for a tight end.
And the Black Knights come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down. The give on 4th down. Turning it on. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he scored. Touchdown, Army.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, hand the football off, making a big explosive run, set the tone for this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the UAB Blazers offense will now get its first chance with the football. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know him, and I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match.
There he goes. Inside the 30. 10. Into the house. Touchdown, UAB.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Black Knights offense will go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. From the gun. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
after the misfire now on second down. The throw on second down, and they need a lot. Trying to escape and get it himself. Quarterback gets him up. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Phillips. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Still looking to his right. He'll try to do it himself. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Quarterback changing the play. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Quarterback will keep it. He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short.
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that first down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the first down marker. Turnover on downs.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And they sniff that draw out. With a draw unit, you're going to have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field. But the defensive line, the defense was not biting it. You could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground, quick pass to him.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football. And now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Keeps it himself. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. And the Blazers will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Coverage team does a good job. Touches it dead. No return on this one.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
That's exactly what you'd expect from this brave old Army team, getting it done on the ground.
Yeah, they know who they are. They know what they want to do, and they're going to run the football at you early and often in this football game.
Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Looking to throw for it. Fires quickly. The 11 up for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And what a great job by the QB. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing, but more importantly, great job seeing what that defense was doing and getting rid of the football.
And after a nice game, the runner just scoots out of bounds. And the Black Knights go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to throw on first. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run it on 1st and goal. stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. And we take a look at how these quarterbacks are doing so far. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Out wide right, it's Fleming. Catch it right in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings!
This guy has been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the third game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Blazers offense looked primed and ready to get things rolling here. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants. Use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
On target. At the 35, he's got room. All by himself down the middle. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Blazers. Once he got some room, it was over. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it done with a big play, a 76-yarder for the score. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he needs. He's just taken it in the end zone. Army sends its offense onto the field to start the drive. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Taken in by Smith on the right side. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. The Black Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it on the outside. Touchdown, Army! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Blazers can really attack on this second and short. Quick give. It's Hall. Runs through a tackle. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And a lot of times they'll fit up front. You know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. He just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Looking to pass. It's Rodgers. Right side, it's Hall. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And the Blazers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Trying to make one miss. Slips through the line. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. And what a drive that was the last time they had it, basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. He's got it at the 20. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. That big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 14. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And into the end zone. And he rolls it down. Touchdown, Red Wings. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UAB comes out, the offense looking for a productive drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Keeps it on the option. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Blazers line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Catches it at the 30. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Guys, what I can see here on the Army sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player.
It's a running room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Army. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolls in the end zone. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it. fortune this time around. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Fake wants to throw. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime.
That's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You just wonder about this guy's confidence right now. After fumbling in his last game, he's just fumbled again now. He seems like he's a little bit unsure of himself, and because of that, if you're the offensive coordinator, how many more times do you want to go back to this guy in this game?
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. On the ground, it's Phillips. And he's only able to pick up about a yard before he stopped on the play. And that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. Long way to go on 2nd down. The play fake. Flush to the left. Fires downfield. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. You're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Just going to keep it after the snap. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. And the Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. Oh, pressure's coming. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Pulls it on the option. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. So they moved the ball 43 yards on that drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Blazers offense looks primed and ready to get things rolling here. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, and now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now.
And down he goes. The defense making a huge play, but there are penalty markers out. Let's sort it out. You can grab, but you can't hold on. The defensive holding penalty would give this offense a 1st down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. The run inside. It's home. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. And the Blazers are in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And
makes the grab and room to run. Touchdown, UAB. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about. Until that play right there, they finally scored. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Let's go to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Guys, what I can see here on the Army sideline, there is so much excitement from these players. This has turned into somewhat of a shootout. The offenses continue to score, but I have seen some of the defensive players say, we have got to turn it up right now to see if the offense can answer again or if the defense starts to make a statement. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Caught in the backfield, it's Phillips. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. And that one's incomplete. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Got his man in the middle. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Throws to the tight end. Left side is Fleming. They've got the 1st down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. The Black Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. 2nd down, going to throw it. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a 1st down in the red zone. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for 1 more snap to put up points before the half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Splits the uprights. Good. They'll trot off to the locker room after their field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. And the Black Knights will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ollie, what's the story as we start this 2nd half?
Coach Alex Mortensen told me at halftime they have found a lot of positive momentum here during this winning streak, but it is in jeopardy right now. He said this is the moment we have to come out and assert ourselves and be dominant to start the 3rd quarter. Gain some momentum here and change the course of this game. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Give to the running back. Stopped again. At least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment. Defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Rodgers. Turns it upfield to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Blazers have it with a 1st and 10. Sells to run, looking to pass. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, UAB. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room. They'll try to answer here. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. What am I seeing out here? Am I seeing Glenn Davis get loose and run for the Heisman again?
And that's a heck of a compliment to this young man. That shows you what kind of day he's having. They're featuring him, they're giving him the rock, and he is rewarding this Army offense.
They're all over him. He's going to run it.
I got to be honest, I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
Kind of like that big, reliable security. And that's what tight ends are a lot of times. Just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to fucking catch it and give me some positive numbers.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Black Knights are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wideout. Rid of it on the RPO. Pick up of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in the pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Out wide left, it's Phillips. There he goes. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. And the Black Knights, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Drops back on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that's the first thing that's really gone right this afternoon. You got a big deficit. You haven't hit the quarterback very often. You need to change that around. Good start of the second half here. Make him feel uncomfortable.
In traffic, it's Fleming. He's dropped. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quick...
A shot toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start action on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll go to the counter. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to pass, it's Rodgers. Look out! Breaks into the open. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics. And also he knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Out wide right, it's home. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a fourth down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. Hunt is on its way. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job here. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Going to the running game. Uh-oh, look out! He's into the open middle! Inside the 30. He's at the top. Touchdown, Army! And the beatdown has ensued. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Holmes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Second and long here. Rush right in his face. They cough it up inside their 3. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job of ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
And they will score. Touchdown, Black Knights. They tackle the war onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And the extra point is good. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UAB comes out, the offense looking for a productive drive. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Hits inside. It's Hall. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. And the Blazers decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll return it from the 50. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. As we check in with Holland.
Here on the Black Knights sideline, their running back is making a little bit of history, and his teammates are very aware. That last touchdown, rushing touchdown, put him at the top of school history for the season. Guys are fired up, making sure he hits the game ball right there. He's trying to get his helmet back on and get ready to run back out there and make even more history here today. But guys are very aware that he's doing something special out on the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
I don't think the defense was expecting one on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping them off the house with that play call.
The Black Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Making the adjustment. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag.
Intentional grounding, offense.
So the intentional grounding call will be a loss of down, and now it's 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And it'll be a touchback. Ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. They punted it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hall. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now hits it. It's Ingram. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. They pick up a 5. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2 field. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. He's got the tight end. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Blazers will send out the punt unit. Searching for space. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And you want to dominate a football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything is working. That's why they built this lead and had a great game.
That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense was just boom in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you.